Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurmamritam gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now, I want to talk about free will. What is free will? Is a child today asking for an iPad from his or her parents? Is that free will? A teenager wanting to have Gucci shoes, is that free will? An adult wanting to have Mercedes or Ferrari or whatever, is that free will? Please see. Is this really free will? Or are these some concepts that marketing forces have ingrained in the human mind and we are supposed to act out of them? Otherwise, we don't feel good about ourselves. Social status. Please see, I'm not saying there is anything bad with these things. Again, the only thing that is wrong here is limitedness. You are limiting yourself to certain objects. You are defining your status or your individuality or how you are within yourself or what you are within yourself based on these things. Again, impurity. I would like to mention again, I'm not against these things at all. I'm just saying that you defining yourself with these things, that is something is just not acceptable when it comes to yoga and realizing who you truly are. The other day, I was explaining it to my friend that in order for water to come down with the coolness of the clouds, it has to boil down. It has to become almost nothing, steam first. Similarly, if we want to rise to the level of spirituality, rise to level of universality, first we have to detach ourselves from physicality. If we are not going to detach ourselves from physicality, we will not be able to rise to the level of spirituality, to the level of universality. The individuality has to be shunned in the beginning, initially, in order for us to rise to the level of spirituality. From my own experience and from the experience of every individual who has gone a little deeper within themselves, I can very clearly claim that the real desire of every individual, real ultimate desire of every individual is universality, is realizing who we truly are. This question, who am I? It is so inherent. I haven't met any mature individual who has not asked this question to themselves even once in their life. This is a uniting question. Whole of humanity has asked this question at least once in their lifetime. If this thing is so inherent, why are we not tapping into it? Why are we not exploring it? What is all this? A teenager going through identity crisis. If you're in your 30s, people are going through midlife crisis. In their 50s and 60s, they are going through existential crisis. What are all these? These are all spiritual crises. Please see. My point is, we're not exercising our free will, even when we think we are exercising our free will. Knowing and desiring something on the outside is not inherent. Desiring Gucci bags, desiring Ferraris, desiring big houses, nothing wrong, it's just limited. And doing all that at the cost of not realizing, not actually exercising our free will and realizing who we truly are. The free will of our soul, as to say, the deepest part of ourselves who wants to explore itself, who wants to merge with universality. Not exercising that is not free will. We are slaves of marketing forces today. We are slaves of social status. We are slaves of so many things and we're not even realizing it. It is not free will. Thus, I really want you to question yourself. Are you really exercising your free will? Or are you a slave of a marketing force? So in yoga it is said, not in yoga, everywhere it is said, either be a player or get played. So are you going to get played? Are you going to get played by the marketing forces? By the social forces? Or are you going to be the player and realize who you truly are? Only then, and only then, mark my words, only then you are a real player. Only then you are free. Only then you can really be free actually. This is what freedom is. The whole point of, in India, self-realization is also called mukti. That is ultimate liberation, complete freedom. Not freedom from this person or that job or this thing or that thing, no. Freedom from the very cyclical nature of existence. So this self-realization is just another term for complete liberation. Once you realize who you truly are, beyond mind, beyond body, and beyond everything, you attain a state of complete freedom. That is what we are after. So, I have a little practice for you here. As you go about your day, start seeing yourself as a witness, as an objective witness. Remain in this objective state of being as much as possible. Think of yourself as the observer, as the witness. Even when we meditate, we just sit. A lot of times we just start thinking and we start creating things, we start visualizing. And these things are being promoted, okay, no worries. But the thing is, you're missing the main thing. You're missing the one who is witnessing all these things. That is where spirituality is. So actively pursuing and coming back again and again to this witness state, not to the creation state of me creating this in my head, me doing this in the world, not these things, but the witness of all these things. Complete silent witness. What happens is people try it for 3 days. 3 days they try it, and on the 4th day they say nothing is happening. It doesn't work like that. You have to continuously practice it. Keep on going back to the witness state again and again and again and again. If you do that, it is like hitting the door of universality. It is going to open sooner or later. You just keep hitting, okay? It is going to break. Because what you're seeking is not out there, it is already here. It's just our own identifications have created this barrier between our individuality has created this barrier between us and universality. So if we keep on hitting our individuality again and again, and we can knock it off by just claiming ourselves, by just being and remaining in the space of witness, then automatically we'll merge with the cosmic witness, and that's the whole goal. I wish you start practicing this and you start walking on this path of observing yourself as the witness, not identifying yourself with anything, not making any conclusions, and not seeing yourself as any kind of doer, just a witness. Namaskaram.